Hey, good afternoon or morning, wherever you are. This is Robin with Stamp with Dr. Robin. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. I can't even say that word today. Demonstrator in beautiful San Diego, California, where it's like, I don't know, 65 maybe, with a little crisp wind. I have tons and tons of information for you today, and at the end, then we will make a card. But if you don't have one, grab a pen and paper because there's going to be lots of dates and lots of things you're going to want to know about. Anyway, so I just got back from On Stage, which for those of you who don't know what that is, that's the yearly Stampin' Up kind of demonstrator convention. And we learn about all the new products and we get to play with them. And we get to make swaps, which are cards that we then swap with other people. And it is just so much fun. I've met all these people that then, next year when you go back, you get to meet them too. And so that is actually really the fun of it. And icing on the cake is I get to see all sorts of, new products before anybody else. So if you have any questions about being a demonstrator, let me know. Oh, I forgot to put these on. So this is how those of us who are in the PALS group, which is under Mary Fish, who is an amazing PAL Stampin' Up demonstrator. This is how we found each other. This was at On Stage, there were like 2,500 people in this hall. And so a bunch of us, hey Doris, good to see you. I'm not sure who else is on right now, but hi everybody. If you're on, say who you are, and hey, my buddy Janine is on, who was there, and tell me where you're watching from. Anyway, so this is how we found each other in a hall full of 2,500 people. But I also came home with a cold, and Janine's daughter too has the exact same cough I do. So just a byproduct, but it was lots of fun. Anyway, so I'll start with the old stuff and then go to the new stuff. Don't forget to check online for kits. Don't forget to check online for online exclusives. I just use the search bar. That's how I find everything. I put online exclusives in and then I click the thing that says products and they're all there. And personally, I usually sort by newest because that's what I'm looking for. What's the newest? Also look at the scrapbooking brochure. You do not have to be a scrapbooker to use some of these beautiful papers. Just treat them like another online exclusive. And if you happen to scrapbook, they'll give you layouts and such too. There will be a new last chance product selection. Hey, Kathy, good to see you. Starting beginning of April, and that will have last chance and discontinued stuff from not only the January through April catalog, but also the annual catalog because that's starting anew in May. So don't forget to check on that because there's always at least like some 50% off. Just wanted to show you, since I've now finished it, if you're in San Diego, I'm teaching at our Oasis. You have to be over 55 to come, but I think most of you are. March 24th, which is a week from today, we're going to be making this, which is a beautiful kind of hanging wreath, and you'll have your choice of making it in purple or I think yellow or pink is what I decided to use. So if you're interested, I will put the link to the class. I think I'll probably make a new post so you can find it. My beautiful butterfly class is closed now, but I'm just warning you, next month is going to be the Mixed Florals suite, which is an online exclusive, so go take a look at it. That's what the class is going to be, and I'll talk more about that next week. Hi, Roz. Good to see you. Hope everything's going well at your house. There's going to be some significant increases in cardstock coming with the new catalog. Instead of 11, I can't remember if it's $11.25, $11.50, it's going up to $14 for that package of 24. You will not be able to get the package of 40 basic white. It's going to go back to a normal 24. And it will also be $14.50, so that's a significant increase. And if they haven't already, they're about to, I think they have, run out of those package of 40, so you're going to be paying more for that. but also think about our retiring in colors. And we'll get into that in a minute because I have cardstock with all the new in colors. So we're going to take a look at that. This is going to be a long live today because there's just so much I want to share with you. Okay, so here's the dates you need to know. If you're a demonstrator, you can now look at the new catalog. I'm going to show you. Yay, look at that. That's the new catalog, everybody. And you notice I'm not upside down today, but the words are going to be backwards because I'm, with this cold and being so tired from this last weekend, I didn't have the energy to play around with this today. So we're going to have backwards words today, but at least you'll get everything. Anyways, demos can look at that whole thing. I'm only allowed to show everybody else the outside of this cover. If you're a demo, you get to order from this catalog March 25th. And if you're a demo, once you place that order, then we'll send you the physical catalog, but you have to place that order. It'll come in your first pre-order. Coming April 1st, important date, April 1st, you will be able to see the last chance products. In other words, what's retiring. We were told there's not as much as I expected that is carrying over in this new catalog. But we were told there's a lot of them going to online exclusives. So specifically, people were told, oh, you know, where's the storage things that a lot of us have for our pads and everything? That's going to be an online exclusive. So there's a whole bunch that's going to just online. So watch out for that April 1st. April 15th, another important date. The website's going to be down for about 6 to 8 hours because they're going to be revamping it. And let me tell you, this is going to be an important revamp because once it comes back up, customers are going to get, and everybody, demos too, are going to get 10% back on all orders. I'm going to take this off. This is driving me nuts now, so I'm sure it is you too. Are going to get 10% back on all orders they place to be used at a future order. So instead of all the, you know, individual orders, either or the rewards going to the demo, they're going to go to the individual person. Now, if that means you have to actually go online, make sure you have an account, and actually accept that you want to be in this reward program. That's really important. You're not automatically entered. It will come up as a pop-up if you want to accept it. So you're going to need to do that after it comes back up on April 15th. There will not be workshop orders anymore, so you won't be able to combine everybody for shipping, although they say they're working on something like that. But I don't know when that's going to happen. So this is going to be really important. If you want your demo to place your order and give your demo a check, that's fine too, but then your demo gets the rewards. So it behooves everybody to be able to do it themselves. Okay. Hey, Lauren. Good to see you. You never watch me live. That's exciting. And then the other thing is on May 6th, that's when you can see this catalog. I will probably have some before then. So if you want some catalogs, let me know. If you're not somebody I usually give a catalog to, or you're not somebody who's ordered from me in the last 6 months or so. Oh, I wanted to show you this. If you don't have this Greetings of the Season die set, it's like my favorite thing that's on sale on the last chance list. It's still there, and it's like a third off. Get this, Greetings of the Season. Okay, so I was going to start with stuff we did on stage and what's that like. So if anybody's thinking about becoming a demo, you can understand why this is so exciting. When we go to on stage, we get to see friends that we haven't seen in a long time. You walk in, they give you your little name tag and little ribbons that you can put on. Everybody got this bag. Look at this bag, you guys. It's humongous. It's humongous. It has this insert. Can you see that? That has all these little pockets and stuff. It also has, where did it go? fell out. It has these cool straps and a second set of straps if you want black straps. We got on-stage pins. We got a pen. We got a, whoops, it's underneath everything. Why is it underneath everything? This notebook thing with paper so we could take notes. If you are a silver elite or above, you got this little wristless with little Stampin' Up coin pocket. I mean, and then product. So let me show you all this product that people got. So sometimes you get it. Actually, this time they were all part. The ones I'm going to show you were all part of Prize Patrol. So we got this brand new stamp set with these cool big words that say love, happy birthday, thank, and thinking. And a little smaller words, see the smaller words say of, to, and you. So you can say thinking of you, thank you, happy birthday, love you, things like that. Everybody got one of those. And then also got this new packet of Memories and More cards called Celebration Expressions. If you guys haven't done Memory and More cards, they are a lot of fun. They make card making really, really easy. And then one of the lunchtime things, we made cards. So if you get the Memory and More card and envelope packs, you get big cards, you get little cards, and we just got to play with those. Then then everybody got a Prize Patrol, which is they yell out a number that was on that little lanyard thing, and you get a prize. So this was my prize. It's called Pretty Florals. It's part of a mega suite. It does have a die set that goes with it that cuts out all these two-step florals, as well as some separate things. I don't have that yet. Stuff is on the way. And like I said, that was Prize Patrol. Then they had this evening time add-on thing where you could go and you got to pick out one of two different bundles. I picked this one called Impressions of Bloom. Has a really cool two-step flowers, and the sentiments say, I appreciate you, thanks so very much, and for being you. So thanks so very much, I appreciate you so very much, that kind of thing. Look at these dies. Really pretty ovals. I haven't played with them yet, so I'm not sure the difference in them because they're exact same size. These ones, these are two separate ones, each of these. So one of them, see that, will cut it out like the ones that you stamped. Whoops, get back on there. And the other one, you can put them together and make these like embossed flowers. And then all of these are just extras embossed. These are like you put these together with some of the leaves, etc. It's really cool. I'm excited to play with that. The other thing we got, if we came in the evening to play, which honestly I was too tired to do. I actually went and picked up everything because they gave us this little brochure of how to, oops, I don't know if I'm allowed to show that, how to make the cards we were going to make. So I just picked up everything and figured I could make the cards later and went to bed. But we also got these greetings for all. This is actually in the January through March catalog, and it is carrying over. And a package of the brand new in color paper. I'm only flashing it now, but I will go into it in more depth in a minute because that's next on the list. And then they had this, what they call product playground. And you could go do things like, there's your things, stamp with them, see the blends with all the new in colors. We got to play a little bit with the two tones cardstock. See that? Tear it and has a white core. You can sand it and see the white core. You can fold it back on itself, and that way you can, use both of them. This is, what you see if you crumple it. Sometimes you'll see the white core if you crumple it. So that's the exciting part with that. And then the next part that I personally really love to do is what's called swapping, which means you make some cards of your own, and I will show you what my swaps were. And then you swap with people and get their cards. So I'm going to show you just a few of them now. I think I have like 80 cards, and I just figured I'm just going to grab a few and I will show them to you because these are some of my favorites. You guys know I don't really like wild wheat, but I love this card. And this card was made by a friend, Anne Murray. We had a special swap within our group. This one was made by Jen Rogue, and look, she put a wobble on her little crab there. This is another one from, who's this from? Amy Evans. And this is, you know, if you haven't seen this paper, it's because it's an online exclusive. You got to go find it. Actually, you know what? That one's in the scrapbooking online scrapbook brochure, as is this paper. I have this paper and I haven't used it yet, so I love the fact that I could get ideas. And that one was from, who is that from? Bobby somebody. I don't know why I don't have a name. This one is one of my favorites, and I lost its name, but it's using the mixed media, and see how she distressed the edges. I think it's so beautiful, because especially I like that because I'm going to be doing that class with mixed media. Now this is from somebody named Jan Bassett, and Jan, thank you so much. I've already been using these. Look at that. It's got the little magnets so it stays closed, and all these little post-its. I just love that. And then here's another one. I think I lost the inside too. And I wanted to show that because I'm going to use it soon. I mean, that's cool enough on the outside. This is embossed. There you go. You can see that. But look at the inside. The inside. Is that not amazing? I mean, most of us didn't even do insides. I didn't do insides. So that's pretty cool. All right, I am going to put you down now. You guys can stop me if you have any questions. But I wanted to show you the new in colors. What do you guys think? I'm not sure what the theme was on these. You know, last one we had bright, so these are a little bit more muted. So this is called Darling Duckling. This is called Timid Tiger. This is called Strawberry Slush, and apparently it wasn't in color once before, and they brought it back. This is before my time. This is called Cloud Cover. Now I'm going to warn everybody, so make a little note and say, yeah, 80 cards, Janice. I actually didn't make 80 cards. So when I ran out of cards, I just walked around and said, can I look at your card? And every time I told somebody how beautiful it was, they handed me a card. So I ended up with more than what I swapped. So that's how I ended up with 80. So this is Cloud Cover. It's kind of a grayish blue, I would say. And just to warn you, there is no Cloud Cover ink yet. They said they got it in, they started stamping with it, and they said it doesn't match. They didn't do a good job on the ink, and we're not going to sell it yet. So we're going to have to wait for Cloud Cover ink. And this is an interesting color. It's called Secret Sea. Now, when you first see it, I don't know how it's going to show up on camera. It looks black. It's not black. It's kind of, to me, a dark blue with a little green. And I thought what we could do is go through these one by one and compare them to other colors, because I know you guys are going to be saying, what is this like? So some of these are colors that we have now, and others are colors of the past. So if it's a present color, I got a little post-it note on them. So this is Crushed Curry. This is Daffodil Delight. That's probably the closest. This is Lemon Lolly. You can see, though, that there's a little underlying green. Now, here's some old ones. Pineapple Punch, So Saffron. These are just old yellows. Bumblebee, Delightful Dijon. I think it's actually just, to me, most like Daffodil Delight with a little bit of, I don't know, mustardy kind of look. All right, so that's the first one. Second one is Timid Tiger. So how does that look with the colors that we have? So this is, let me see. This is Pumpkin Pie, which to me it's probably closest. This is Calypso Coral. And this is Petal Pink. So more like Pumpkin Pie than anything, but a little bit lighter. Wow, it goes really nicely with Petal Pink. And these are some old ones. Grapefruit Grove, Terracotta Tile, Tangerine Tango. Put it in the middle like that. Pale Papaya, Mango Melody. Almost like, I don't know, Calypso Coral and Pumpkin Pie had a baby. What do you guys think? Do you like these so far? Yeah, we'll see how it looks close to Peacock Roz. We'll get there. All right, so this is Strawberry Slush. And here's how it looks. It goes really nicely with Flirty Flamingo. Here's Melon Mambo, and here's Berry Burst. And then here's some old ones. Polished Pink, Rococo Rose, Rose Red, Magenta Madness. Not really like any of them. It's like, they're kind of, I don't know what the term is. It's like a darker, more muted hue of some of these. In my mind, anyway. If there's a color here that's not, that I haven't put out, and it's retired, it's because it was before my time. So I only have the ones that I have. Okay, so this is Cloud Cover. Here's Balmy Blue, Azure Afternoon. I don't know, Misty Moonlight. It's not like any of these. I didn't bring out Pool Party or Coastal Cabana because those are way more green than this is. But here's retired ones. Seaside Spray, Marina Mist, and Soft Sky. So it kind of looks a little bit like Seaside Spray, only not as purpley. To me, anyway. And then the last one is really interesting because everybody has their own take on what does this look like. Okay, so here's all the present blues. So you got the darker blues. Blueberry Bushel, Night of Navy, Pretty Peacock. Ooh, I forgot to put. So it's like, to me, and here's Basic Black and Misty Moonlight. So to me, it looks like Pretty Peacock plus Basic Black. And I know, I'm not sure how this is showing up. Yeah, it's looking very dark. It's not as dark as it looks on camera, because when they were showing it at on stage, we're all like, it's black. Why are you giving us black? But it's kind of closest, I guess, to these three. Don't you think? So it's like blacky with a little navy and a little Pretty Peacock. Somewhere in between that. So that's our new in colors. Do you guys have a favorite yet? I have no idea what's going to be my favorite. I'm thinking it's, I don't know, it's probably going to be one of these two, but I have no idea, because what I start out with, what's my favorite, doesn't always end up with what's my favorite. Hey Trisha, hey Janet. Is Strawberry Slush a return? Yes, Strawberry Slush is a returning one. So if you have your old one still, pull it out. It was before my time. I've been in demo nine years, and it was before my time. Hey, Becky. Good to see everybody. It's kind of fun though. I made this whole pack, I think it was last year, of all these colors, and it's been so fun to just go through how these compare to old ones. So I'm going to show you my swaps that I made, although I forgot to save one of them. So one of the ones I made was this card, this butterfly card, only I made it in Pretty in Pink, and I used the Unbounded Love paper. And well, there's no gems on this one, but I put gems on all of them. So that was one of my swaps. And then I used the Mixed Media set, and these were a big hit. So these are the ones I used for the swap for our group of demonstrators. We all went out to dinner together, and I guess I need to move this up a little bit. And then swapped with those, and this is what we're going to make. So I can show you, these are, you know, all using the Mixed Media papers. I started to run out of paper, so I used it just, you know, 2 of these with paper and 2 with the eyelet embossing folder. And this one seemed to be the most popular, so this is the one we're going to make today. So again, this is, if you haven't seen it, it means you haven't been online, but this is the Mixed Floral stamp set and dies. And you're probably going to be seeing me use it a little bit more next month because of the class that I'm doing with that. Really, really fun. Okay, so let's make this card. I'm going to go a little fast here because I did so much other stuff. Okay. Oh, I need my trimmer. So what you can't, well, we'll just make it and then you'll see what I was talking about. What you can't see is what's behind here. These are all kind of different sizes. All right, so first, this is Flirty Flamingo, and I don't use it that often, but it goes perfectly with this cards. I mean, the Mixed Media, or Mixed Media Florals, Mixed Floral Media, I don't know. That suite has so many colors, the paper. But I figured Flirty Flamingo's in there, Flirty Flamingo's in those dots, it goes perfectly. So this was 8.5 by 5.5, scored the long side at 4 1/4. Then we're gonna get ready a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of basic white. And then we have 2 pieces of just coordinating pieces from the Mixed Media paper. Oh gosh, let's get the right name this time. Yeah, Mixed Media Florals paper. And these are 3 3/4 by 5. 3 3/4 by 5. Thank you, Roz. That's a nice compliment. And when you do this, for each time you have these 2, you are going to end up with 2 cards, just by the way it goes. So the first thing you're going to do is cut this at 2.5. And I'm putting both of them together because it actually works really well. All right. I do not need the scoring blade, but I don't want it to fall off. Where'd it go? All right. Nope, now they mushed it together. So 2.5. Okay, so that's the first cut. The second cut is, and obviously I'm doing them both together because it makes it easier. On this one, the bigger side, you're going to cut it at 3. So then you have a 2-inch one there. And then you're going to go to the other one and cut it at 2. And that's it. You can see how easy it would be to make a whole lot of these because, like I said, each time, let me bring it back in so you can see how the cuts end up lining up. Each time you do this, you're going to make 2 cards. Why? Because you're going to mix. So you see how that lines up? So even though on the card it seems like they're all at the same thing. They're not. They're kind of staggered. Because what you're going to do is you're going to take the two big ones of the same size, and then you're going to take the two smaller ones of the opposite. Okay, so you can see how you're going to end up with each one of these cuts with two cards. And all you got to do is match up the diagonal ones. So we are going to just put these away and just deal with this one. And I think because of the way I cut it, it's actually going to be opposite to the other one, which is just fine. So the reason I say that is this one is definitely directional. Actually, they kind of both are. This poor glue says you haven't played with me in a while. So this convention was in Raleigh, North Carolina, and we went a couple days early so we could kind of walk around and see what's going on. So you can have just this little bit of a, and I'm not pushing it down because I want to make sure I got this right. So I could probably move it over a smidge. So you notice I didn't really push it down so that I could make sure everything's going to fit well. And I like to put the two bigger sides, the 3-inch side, down first. And then put the smaller ones down. I should probably move this up a little bit. There we go. That's probably easier. Now that you can see it's all working, I'm going to push it down. And you can see, other than making sure your directions are going the same way, you can kind of put it together any way you want. Like I said, this is going to be a little different from the other one, but that's just fine. Isn't that beautiful? And pretty easy. Like I said, I only did these cards, and I think I made 42 of these. I used up almost an entire package of this DSP making this. All right, so next thing I want to do is, this is a basic white punched circle from the 2 3/8 punch. And we are going to get some Shy Shamrock, which is one of the colors in here. And we are going to take that mixed floral, I showed you that before for a reason, set. And I don't need to ink up this whole thing because it doesn't all show. So I'm just going to kind of ink up this top part. And this is a really beautiful set to color in, but since I knew I was making 40 of these, I did not want to color in 40 of these. So this is a way to have a pretty stamped image without having to color it. So even on these ones where you think, oh gosh, it's so much, just don't color the whole thing in. Now I'm going to see how this looks. I haven't even tried this yet because I didn't make any insides on this when I did it before, but I'm going to take this, and where you can't see, I'm stamping it off on a piece of paper because I want to see if I can use this for the inside. So the reason I stamped it off is you can see how much lighter that is. You could actually write over that. All right, so you have one more thing to stamp, and then we'll put it all together, which is our sentiment, just on a 1/2-inch piece of basic white. And you can never have too many birthday cards, right? So I'm using this happy birthday stamp, which I've used quite a bit. That's from the Beautiful Butterflies, because I had it out actually because I made all those butterflies. So I'm like, you know what? This will be great for this. And you can see how fast everything really comes together on these. I know you guys are thinking, like, how can you possibly do 40 cards? And the way I do it is I cut everything at once, and then I put everything together at the same time. So that's how you make so many of them. All right, so there's our inside. And because it has that beautiful floral, I decided I wasn't going to do any other sentiment because I just think that's gorgeous. And then I've got, from our stitch shaped, I've got the largest circle in Flirty Flamingo. I don't know what that boo-boo is there, but guess what? Doesn't matter to me. I am covering that little baby up. The other thing about when you're making this many is try to use your punches. It really helps to use punches. And this, we get some dimensionals. Oh, sorry. Now, I thought about just doing something like that because you really could and just put some dots around. But then I saw this and I'm like, these guys are so pretty. I have to use them. But like I said, I didn't want to have to color them or cut them out. And it was like, oh, when I discovered how beautiful it looked like that, I'm like, we're in. And like I said, who doesn't need more birthday cards? I hope that's straight. All right, now last thing we need is some embellishments. So I have these party dots, they're called. They say they're Peach Pie Pool Party and Pretty in Pink. I don't know if you can see this. I've been trying to, I can't say I always do, write on the back what the colors are. Now you'll find out that you can, you know, fudge them a little bit on these embellishments, but there is some peach in here, and so it does work. All right, and I love using my take your pick tool for these. So we got one big one, one little one, and I think I just used two. So you can do one, you can do two, you can do three, but anything three or more, please use odd numbers. It's just kind of more pleasing to your eye. So you can see, here's the other one. The reason I didn't use three, honestly, which most of us do a lot, is because I was going to run out of those dots if I used three. So you can see how this is kind of a little opposite to this one. Like this one has the big one up here, and this one has the big one down here, but as long as you got the four going in there. I love this, this little setup. And like I said, I still have these four to put together to do the same thing. So each time you do it, you're gonna have the mirror image, but I gave all the rest of those away, so you, excuse me, won't be able to see them. So thank you guys. I really like this card. Like I said, I had where are the other two? I had three different versions, but this was the version that everybody wanted first off. So I thought, okay, we'll just do that one. All right. So, and I will be after we're done here, I'll go to my my blog, stampwithdrrobin.blogspot.com, and I will have all the measurements and show you how to do this again. I'm going to put you back up. So you can always get that afterwards, and this will also be on YouTube if you want to see it there. Hey, Carol. So if you didn't get from the beginning, there is, I would definitely go back and watch because there's lots of news and dates and things you guys. Hey, Donna. Lots of news and dates and such that you guys want to know. So I will see you again next Monday, and have a great rest of your day. Bye, everybody.